Good evening and welcome to Tuesday at Two Lines here at the racetrack. Hopefully everyone is having a great Tuesday evening here in the States. It is now 8 p.m. and we're live. So what's going on? Hopefully everyone's having a great week. A lot going on in the world right now. So it's kind of nice to be able to just think about slot cars and forget all the other crap going on. So what's up? What's new in the slot car world? What's everybody doing? I am deep in preparation for this weekend. This weekend is the endurance race at the Goodwin Auto Museum in Michigan. And I will be live streaming. So hopefully I will create that post tonight and get it out there so people can see it. I got to figure out all the timings and everything first and make sure that I'm going to be going live. I'll probably do a test live. I'm going to get up there on Friday night and try to get everything set up so that Saturday runs smooth. And so maybe from the track, I'll do a test stream Friday night. We'll see. So hopefully you guys are doing great. So that's what I've got going on this week. Very busy at work. I work for a bank and we have a bunch of audits going on right now. And that's usually got everybody with their hair on fire, just trying to get stuff to the auditors. And so we've been busy doing that. We are also doing a walking contest with all of the employees, and we've spent a lot of time trying to get steps in. And I am not doing great. I get about 12 to 15,000 steps in a day, which is a lot. I feel like my hip is telling me it's a lot, but there are about 5 or 6 people ahead of me that are putting in like 80 miles a week, and I'm doing about 50 miles a week. So yeah, I'm not catching those guys. And so there are 2 weeks left. We're, in the midst of week 3. So yeah. If you go to the Professor Motor page, there is a link. There's a poster, the Gilmore Car Museum. I said Goodwin, apologize. Gilmore Car Museum. I don't know why I keep saying Goodwin. The Gilmore Car Museum, Carrera Digital Race. It is NSR cars. So that will be interesting to see how the NSR cars manage. Maybe I should just throw a chip in one of mine. I'm not racing. I don't think I can do the live stream and do commentary. I am planning to do commentary during the race. But the poster looks great. But it's June 21st. It's a Saturday. So let's check out and see who is in the chat. I've got a bunch of things to do tonight. So guys, we may not go 90 minutes like we normally do. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. Bob is in the chat. Hey, Bob, good evening. Happy Tuesday. HSF, I believe you have some stickers on the way. I sent those out on Saturday, so I don't know when you'll get them. Phil Russo, hey Marty, and all the slot car buddies haven't been on for 6 weeks due to open heart surgery. Phil, I hope you are recovering well, man. Doing great now, still healing, but I've been working on my track, Russo Speedway 1957. Awesome. Phil, prayers for you, buddy. Didn't know that happened. That's the one thing is when people are disconnected like that and are in the hospital, a lot of times we, the community, don't know about it. And it would be great if we knew about it because we could have been sending some great thoughts your way. And so, yeah, man, thanks for the message. Glad you're back. Glad you're feeling better. Hey, Chris, good evening. Hey, Chris, 28 minutes till showtime. Okay, I'm way behind on the chat, I guess. Chief Redback is You got to fight for your right to Marty. I was a pretty big Beastie Boys fan, so that is not lost on me. Hey, Rob, thanks for being here, man. What else? Who else we have? Same here. My yards are like swamps. Yeah, I needed to mow tonight, but we've had rain for the last couple days, and it's still a little muddy. It's not bad. It dried out a little bit today, but I think there's still a chance of maybe some showers tonight. Outside with the pups for a few more minutes, and yeah, the humidity did push out a little bit this evening. It's not too bad. I've got to go get some steps in tonight after this. Happy Taco Tuesday. That's right. Get you through the rest of the week. I am super thankful for slot cars. I'm super thankful for peanut butter right now. When you're on a diet and there's one thing that I'm still allowed to have, peanut butter is one of my favorite things, and I'm still allowed to have that. And I'm pretty thankful. I'm thankful for Jesus and peanut butter. The two of them have got me through this diet. Let's see. Who else do we have? Jim. Hello, Jim. Looks like you had some racing fun this past weekend. I'm trying to catch up on a bunch of YouTube stuff that I missed. Tuned in and was at a Little League baseball game last night, but I was watching Joe and his live stream from the game and chiming in every once in a while, but I really didn't get to participate in the chat, but I did get to watch and listen. But it became a very exciting Little League game. So towards the end, I had to shut it down and pay attention to the game. Hank is in the house. Hey, Hank. Hey, Jerry. Thanks for tuning in. Doug. Hey, Marty and everyone in the chat. I'm impressed with the new C1 Vet just released. I think Ernie could have done a better job like he did with the... I think Ernie could have done a better job like he did with the new Jaguar XJ220. Hey, Jan. Jan, I appreciate all the comments over the weekend. It was all really, really good comments, well thought out. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in. John Tucci, good evening. We got, a random June Tuesday. I feel like we're doing pretty good. What did you call? Hair gel? No hat? Hey, White Wolf, good evening. Daniel, hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are too, brother. Shotgun Dave, good evening. Shotgun Dave. Dave, man, I'm telling you what. This is the Camaro. I've been playing with the Mustang. Not that I'm like a big Ford guy versus Chevy guy. I like a little bit of both, a little bit of everything. I'm actually right now kind of a Toyota fan, to be honest with you. I got me some new to me wheels, new Toyota wheels that I'm driving. Taking my 4Runner, which is just one of my favorite vehicles I've owned in a long time. My oldest is buying my 4Runner, so I had to find a new set of wheels. But I've been running the crap out of these when I'd get down to the track, Dave, and they are so good. Really, really fun. This weekend's race was at Motown. Will be live streamed on the Electric Dreams YouTube channel. Oh, so this is the shared weekend where they do one weekend at Motown. It got moved, and then they'll do another weekend at Electric Dreams. Very cool. That will be great coverage. Is Carlos doing that, Jim? That coverage? So I will be bumping up my coverage. My live stream will be bumping up against Electric Dreams live stream. I can tell you who's going to win out there. But hey, Paul, thanks for tuning in. George, good evening, George. George sent me some pictures of a car he finished. Holy cow, George, it looks so good. You did an awesome job with the paint and the decals. It looks really, really good. Hey, David. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Bob. Good to have you, man. Sean. Sean had a race night and had some coverage of his race night last Friday. Great time. Looked like everybody was having a blast. Always like to see people having fun. Thanks, Rob. I corrected myself. I'm getting something else. The Goodwin is something else. I'm getting it confused with Gilmore. By the time I leave on Saturday, I'll have it figured out. Hey, Nick. So, hey, Ernest. Ernest is in the house. Man, we got a lot of people in. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Bob is suffering race withdrawal. Yeah, the cave is done for the season, right? You guys won't come back until the fall. So, yep. Steve Sweeney. Hey, Steve. Good to have you. Nick V. Sean, I used to be an internal bank auditor. So you know how those bank audits go. We have the OCC. We're a national bank, so we're regulated by the OCC. And so the OCC, their exit is Friday. And then our internal audit is done by an outside audit firm now that we're a certain size. And they are doing a bunch of audits right now too. So it's a little overwhelming. I spent the entire day just collecting information. Lots of stress, these audits. Well, I will tell you this. Our bank is well run. We have a great president and just a great executive team. And their marketing guy is really top notch, but we got good leadership there, and we just have a lot of good employees. It's a great place to work, and I love my job. And so honestly, it's been pretty easy. Now we'll find out at the exit, but I'll be honest with you, the OCC have not asked me very many questions. But hey, the dogs have entered the chat. But the outside firm, they've asked for a lot of stuff. So they're looking at a lot of stuff that I manage right now in their audits, ACH, and anyway, I won't get into that, but RDC and some other bank products. Slightly Mad is in the house. Slightly Mad, Fox and Wolves, you guys, your stickers are on the way. They went out on Saturday. I'll be curious to see how long it takes to get to you. But be on the lookout over the next couple weeks would be my guess. We'll see. Old man's road to fitness after surgery. Hey, Dewan. Hey, buddy, you've had kind of a rough time of it. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're doing better. Hopefully you're out of the hospital now and healing up. Hey, JD John. Yeah, we got, good number of people. Guys, thanks for tuning in. So what do we get into? I wanted to talk a little bit about this race and the coverage. I'm trying to get a hold of one more camera so that I can have like 3 or 4 camera shot to give you guys a really good perspective of the track. I don't know what the track's going to look like. I don't know how big the track is going to be. I believe it's going to be a 2-lane digital Carrera running NSR digital GT cars. And I'm looking at the rules, and I think that it's going to be an interesting race. And what I mean by that is Carrera cars are good, and they're great for digital, mostly because they're not super fast. So getting into the pits, changing lanes at speed is pretty good, pretty easy. But my first 908 I chipped it and ran it digital for a long time. And I really beat that car up. And a lot of times it was just like coming out of the slot because you just hit the lane changer so hard or so fast, and you hit because you're running no magnets. And so that just changes things. Getting into the pits, you're going to have to get on the brakes. So I believe there are 6 teams competing. I think 3 drivers per team. And some of the rules are you can change drivers at any time, but really the drive time should be equal throughout the race between all of your drivers. You can only change on a pit stop. So that's going to be interesting, which would make it pretty easy, really. So the race, it sounds like the race will not stop. I imagine there'll be track calls. I don't know what software Oliver's planning to use to manage the race. So I'll try to get a leaderboard on the screen somehow. But the fact that if he's using Smart Race to do it, I don't think I can steal that as an input off an iOS device. I plan on doing some testing tonight to see if there's a way for me to do that. I know I can AirPlay, but I don't know if I can take that. I mean, he's going to have that airplane to a TV. So there's no way for me to steal the AirPlay and put it on a distribution and like a distributor, an HDMI distribution, and feed it to me that way. So I'm still trying to figure some of those things out. But I think it's going to be a fun event. I'm just excited about going to see the Gilmore Auto Museum, and there's some buddies that are going to be there, right? Warren from Litech will be there, and I met Warren at the Nationals last year, and so it'll be good to catch up with Warren. Joe, I've never met Joe in person before, so I'm excited about getting a chance to hang out with him for a little bit. And then MP, Massimo is going to be there on that team, so I'll get to meet Massimo in person. Which the one thing about that is Raul is probably not. I don't think he's making the trip, so I miss out on meeting up with him. And then I think Doug, who's in the chat, is going to be there. We'll see Doug again, and some of the other guys that maybe made the Nationals the last time. And then Rob said he might stop by and poke fun at me. So I'm hoping Rob gets a chance to swing by. He's not racing, but it'll be fun. Sean says, my buddy was talking about going up to the Gilmore for that race. Not sure what he decided though. That's cool. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. Question. 3-hour race. Yes, I believe it is a 3-hour endurance race. So being digital, it'll just be start to finish. And it'll be up to teams to decide how they manage the stints. But I don't believe there is any break in the action. But I need to review the rules again tonight, just to go over them to make sure that I'm tracking with what I need. Hey, Greg. Greg, I sent your cars back. And as I was putting your NASCAR in the box, I was checking it over and I twisted the guide and popped one of the wire leads off the guide. So you'll have to, I didn't fix it. I apologize. So you'll have to resolder that. But your cars are coming back to you. Hey, Marty. Hopefully, Marty, you have started on your track, getting that built and recreating the Brown Bison Raceway. Joe, what's happening? Go Oilers. That's right. Here's the thing, Joe. The Stanley Cup playoffs are way too long, man. They're just way too long. I mean, these playoffs have been going on for 2 months. And I like hockey, but the Blue Jackets haven't played in over 2 months. And they didn't make it. And so I had to root for my other team and they lost in the second round. So, but the NBA playoffs are too long, and so are they need to shorten these series. Sorry, it just drags on too long. It's almost July. We shouldn't be playing hockey. And I love hockey. So let's see, what else do we have in here? Mr. Albright is in the house. Fancy meeting you boys here. Hey, John, thanks for tuning in, man. Memphis is like living in a swamp right now. Yeah, we here through the Midwest, we've been getting a ton of rain. Farmers have had struggled getting their crops in. And then what they did get in, a lot of it's been flooded out. So it could be a tough crop year. Jan is in Holland. We're up for a heat wave. I bet you are. Would love to visit, Jan. My wife and I would just love to see the tulip fields. That's her favorite flower. My favorite flower is roses, but she loves tulips. And a friend of ours, when we visited, the tulips were in bloom in Germany when we went. Gosh, it's been 12 years ago, and maybe 13 years ago. And there was a whole field, a gigantic field of tulips, and it had a box that you could put money in and go cut your own tulips and take, which I thought was pretty cool. Kind of the honor system. Been a busy live stream day. George live streamed. Dave, did you live stream? I caught George's this morning. His was early. Jamie, did you have a good time on Saturday? This past Saturday, Sebastian Seb, a guy that we met at Cincy Slots, has built a beautiful Carrera digital track. And my brother and I, we both had other commitments that we couldn't break away to get down and race. We hated that because I really wanted to see that track, and I wanted to cover it, do a video and cover it, because it's a new track that he just built over the last 6 months or so. And it's fantastic. But they had a big 4-hour endurance race while they were watching Le Mans. And so did anybody tune in for that race? I watched a little bit, but Steve says, who is the first, the Cunningham vet? That's a good question. I don't know if anybody in the chat has received their vet. It sounded like Doug may have. Men without hats yet. Let's see. Hey, Bill. Good to have you. Thanks for tuning in. Greg, you got your cars yesterday. Awesome. That was quick. Way to go, USPS. Oh, Dave, enjoying them? Yes. So now George tells me he wants me to paint him up. He's seen my paint jobs, right? They're not very good. So I got to come up with some liveries for them when I send them back. That's funny. Electric Dreams versus Marty. That's funny. Did anybody watch Marco and Todd's conversation post-race? I thought that was a nice follow-up to our Tuesday night live stream last week with the guys from Spirit of America. 2 different perspectives on that race. It was very interesting. I'm glad they shared. It's always good to have all the information out there. But yeah, Jim, I know who wins that. Hey, John Cook. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. I leave tomorrow for Michigan, quick stop in Toronto, and then Warren's. Awesome. Joe, I look forward to meeting up with you. So you will be in Michigan on Friday then? By Friday? So I don't know what time I'm going to get there. I haven't figured out what time I'm leaving. I need to talk to John Mark because John Mark might be going with me. Dusty, I don't think he's going to make it. He didn't act like, he acted like had something going on. So I don't know if he's in the chat or not. but we weren't planning to go. I wasn't planning to go up and race. I'm just going to do the broadcast. But if we get up here Friday and you don't have anything going on, maybe we can go grab dinner. But I don't want to intrude on any of you guys. So let me know. Steve, I will have coverage of the host race Saturday, Main Street Racing Thursday. Sweet. KR Bridges, the car looked good. I saw that Harry received your showdown car. Awesome. Is the slot box going with? You mean my digital to analog converter? No. Oh, yes. I won't leave everything at home. I will take some stuff with me, but I don't think there's any room for another team. And I didn't put a team together mainly because I think it's going to take all my attention I'm not Jim Rose. Jim, he can race, and so can Doug from Magnetic Racing. Those guys can commentate and be in the race at the same time. I don't think I can multitask well enough. I think the broadcast is going to be enough, and I think that it's probably going to be a train wreck. So maybe you want to tune in, like me be a train wreck, not the race. We let the kids and mom take over for a set of races. It was a little pandemonium, but at least they had their own cars. Yeah, but that's fun. That's awesome that you did that, Sean. I'm sure that everybody had a great time. Need to check out a new track in Lodi. I drive through there on my way north on 71. Cool that there's a new track there. Tad. The second best head. Thanks, Tad. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hey, Gladstone. Just lurking in the background. That's all right. I appreciate you being here. So those are kind of the details that I know. The race is going to start around noon. So I think like tech and all that is between 9 and noon in practice. So as part of the post, I will put all that information out there. So if you guys are interested, and then I'll get the link out there. So I'll probably separate it. I'll probably live stream like qualifying, if there is qualifying. I'll probably do like a pre-race live stream, and then once the race starts, they're going to do that right about after lunch, and then we'll go for 3 hours, and it should be good. Should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. Good luck, Joe and Team Maple Syrup. There you go. Wish I could make the Gilmore race this weekend, but we're taking the kids to a train festival. Nice, in Dayton. Nothing to stress about. You have your numbers right. Yep. Hopefully. Exactly. Yeah. And we do. I don't think I finished that, but I have lots of confidence in the bank. So I think we're in good shape. We usually get rated really well. Worst job in my life, your final product no one wants to get, but the writing led to my career change into the automotive industry. So Sean, I agree. Like auditors, I don't get upset. Like some people just can't stand it when they're in there because it's just it creates a stress that you don't want to deal with. But you need to know what you're doing right, and you need to know what you're doing wrong so you can fix it, right? So that's kind of how I have to look at it. And most of them I've worked with have been great. They're just really friendly people, and they're just trying to do their job. And it's okay. But you're right. Most people don't want to hear what you found. So that's funny. Hey, Chris, new to slot cars. You have helped me a lot. I appreciate you. Chris, thanks. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for jumping in the chat. I hope that you learned some things. I'm just kind of jabbering tonight. I apologize. We haven't really dove into anything deep. But I love when we get a chance to answer questions and help people out. And so hopefully some of my videos have helped you. And there's a bunch of other channels out there that do amazing content, much better than I do. And make sure you find those guys. And, Dave SlotR, he just has great information. Great if you like to add some scenery to your track and You like, you know, Dave has a different like taste in cars than I do. And so I always appreciate learning about cars I don't know a whole lot about. So check them out. George from Scratch Building, Shotgun Dave, Scratch Building, Harry, just all around. He covers everything on Home Racing World. And then you've got Joe, who does a lot of Carrera racing, and his wife kicks his butt all the time on the Monday night live stream. And there's just a bunch of guys that do great content. So that was just a few. Good evening, John Mark. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I was a general manager in a casino. We had audits every year. Yep. It can be kind of crazy. Hey, Jamal. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hope the t-shirts are going well for you. Looks like you got some great new designs, and people keep posting pictures of your shirts arriving, so that's awesome. Slockers, I will hand deliver your stickers the next time I'm down. Cool. Chris, I have stickers. I have stickers too. I got a pile of stickers here I need to put on my pit box. John, hat came today. Looks great. There you go. Look at that. Jamal out there making people happy. And Carrera is so much heavier. Yeah. And it's a heavier car, and I just think it's made for the digital track. So hey, DW. Jim has a question. Is the Gilmore race with magnets? Nope, it is no magnet, which is going to make the digital racing interesting. Although we race digital no magnet at Cincy Slots and here, and they did it Seb's over the weekend. But yeah, NSR cars, no magnets, digital racing. It's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of offs. I think if you can stay on the track and in the slot, you'll be in great shape. But you have to watch out for everybody else. It's nice to do some digital racing. Jan, it is. We were just everything over the last year has been about preparing for some race. We were preparing for racing at Butch's. We were preparing for the Nationals. We were preparing, and they were all analog races. And so we haven't done a lot of digital racing, especially on this layout. We did a lot on the previous layout, but this layout, I've only ran digital a couple of times. That was really just testing some cars. The Carrera NASCAR would be great on this track. So yeah, we'll do some digital racing soon. Scott, hope you're having a great summer, Scott. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you. If Smart Race is hardwired to a TV, you can AirPlay it to your setup. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Oliver's doing. Yeah, if he's got it hardwired, then it would be great to be able to do that. Then I could steal it. Except for that might get complicated. What would be better is if he was running, it doesn't run on a Windows machine, but like using Video Ninja and sending me an address I could go to. I can create an overlay in the program and have it. That's what I do with mine, and it works fantastic. But we'll see. Marty's going to be a happy Gilmore. There you go. Yep, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Hey, B-Rads. Hello again. Had to grab the laptop. Glad you're back. So stoked that my C1 Team Cunningham has shipped. So we'll get into that. So we've been seeing reports that they are shipping. Got a message on Friday from Slot Car Corner saying, hey, UPS gave us notification that we'll have the cars on Monday. And so I thought that was cool that they sent that out to everyone that had pre-ordered from them. And so I was getting people sending me the email saying, hey, I got my email. And then Steve put a email out there on Saturday, and people were sending that to me saying that UPS showed up on Saturday with the cars. So they were boxing them up and working on Saturday and Sunday trying to get those out. And a lot of people were saying that they got their shipping notice yesterday that they hit the UPS. So that's awesome. C1s here in the States will start showing up. Warren has already put a video out. So Warren, being a distributor, I think he got his hands on some. The Canadian guys some early. And then last week we saw guys in the UK posting about it. So there are some C1s out there, but it's exciting to see that it finally shipped. The one thing that is disappointing is I think the original, just how long that car took to get to market. And when you do pre-orders, I know I understand the importance of being able to do pre-orders. So you have an idea, did you produce enough cars? But I think one of the things that creates is it creates a bunch of hype about the car that can easily let people down when they don't ship when they think they are going to ship. And we know there was a lot of issues and things that got in the way of that. So water under the bridge. Happy for MRSLOTCAR and Ernie to get that out. Kind of hate what happened with Electric Dreams and the whole marketing piece where they brought down the pictures and stuff. And I think that was just a communication issue. And hopefully all of those pre-orders that Electric Dreams had and Slot Car Corner and LEB and everybody else that were taking pre-orders, Warren, they all sell out. I hope that it just it becomes a moot point because the car is so popular. It'll be interesting to get the additional liveries and the other cars that are coming, because right now we don't really have anything to race with it. It'll be by itself on the track. And so, but can't wait to get my hands on one. Maybe I'll have to order one. Slot Journal. Mark, thanks for tuning in. Good to have you. So how many of you did order C1s and have them coming? And I have not seen anybody say that. All right, brother. That's awesome. You have stickers too. And I threw in some extras if you want to share with your pals, or you can keep them for yourself. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. But yours are on the way. They shipped out on Saturday morning. You are correct. Way too long. Go Flyers. Paul. Yeah. We're talking about the playoffs. Dusty is in the house. Cool. But he's leaving because he has to go get cleaned up. Oh, we got 107 on tonight. Sheesh. Was not expecting that. What are you talking about? There's still ice up here. Oh, that's great. Hey, John. Nearly caught up with Marty by running at 1.75 speed. That's awesome. Marty, please take her too. I will be bringing stickers next time. Always welcome here. No hotel needed. You can see my slot car museum. Jan, that would be awesome. I think my wife and I would love a trip there. Italy is kind of, I think, next on our, but my wife has got some knee problems and she's got to get that fixed first before we can go walk a bunch. She's probably not happy that I shared that on the live stream. Steve Sweeney, that's right. Roast Coffee, the official coffee of the live stream of the channel. We had a busy weekend here in Chillicothe. Not only did we have the Kenworth sponsored big truck parade where Dusty works, they bring in all these big semi trucks, lights all over them, and they run a parade downtown after dark, and it's awesome. And there was a bunch of people in town for that. And they do, like, the streets were shut down downtown. And like my street, I'm right here downtown in Chillicothe. The last 5 Fridays, my street has been closed for some event. One was a movie night where they show a movie on the side of this building here in town for the Children's Museum. And so they're usually showing some kind of Disney movie or some kids movie, which is awesome. And then they had food truck and then a band was playing one night, and just, I had lots of things. So we had the big truck parade, and then all weekend long, Thursday through Saturday was the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. And that's we're probably in years 8 or 9 of that. It's been going to it for a long time. And so we had some commitments for that as well. But it brought a lot of like big time rally guys here in the States. Like Travis Pastrana was here all weekend, which was really cool to see him out and about. And he finished first in his class, 3rd overall. If you follow him. I've been to Holland, Michigan. Amazing tulips. There you go. The C1 can't be compared to previous release. It would be like comparing meatballs to tuna fish. That's true. George has sent me some pictures. And I'll try to get to them and share. Oh man, George. I can share that. All right. I'll share those in a minute, George. That's cool. Chris, no vet yet. I watched some of the Le Mans. It wasn't very exciting this year for some reason. Sean, I felt the same way. Every time I tuned in, I don't know if it was just the Motor Trend didn't do a great job covering it, or just the race was really kind of uneventful, and maybe that's really what it was. So yeah, I didn't really get into it. I really just need to go back and watch the highlights. Riva Slot suffered the same scrutiny. What are we talking about? Oh, just people picking on the C1. No, I think the C1's, I think it's going to be great. I mean, I saw the prototype in person. I had it for a week or so before I sent it back to Jim. And I thought the model detail was good. I thought that it was going to be a fun slot car. It would have been good to be able to run some laps with it. But we'll get one in our hands and do some work on it. The issue is I don't know that there's silicone tires out there for it, so I'll have to run the rubber tires. The blue lane has become the rubber testing lane on this track, and so I'll probably run it on there. John has a C1 on the way. That's cool. Dave says, if you paint the Marty, throw away those enamel spray bombs and use some good paint. I will use good paint. I promise, Dave. I promise. Yeah. I gotta be able to paint something that can get clear coat. Greg says it's been hot as balls for a month. What's going to happen when summer gets here? Greg, we're headed there in October. I put that note in. Anthony, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Good to have you. Hey, Ben. Ben is a fast guy from up north Ohio, in northern Ohio at the Cave, and a super helpful guy at the track. Ben, I just needed to say that. You were a big help communicating back and forth to give me some tips for that track. I appreciate you. But he's quick there. Steve is waiting for his shadow. Oh, we have our C1 from the slot shop, who now has been sold out the day we got them. Wow. So, Fox and Wolves, what's your thoughts on the C1? Now that you have one that can run on the track, feel free to share your thoughts. Jamie, we had a great time. Missed you guys for sure. Yeah, man. Steve, D, and I were team stay sober. We won the race, but failed to live up to our team name. Jamie, well, congrats, man. Good that you got the win. That's great. Is it this Saturday? Niece's wedding. Yep. Oh, let's see. If I miss somebody, I apologize. Chris, his is a private track in his garage, as far as I know. Hey, Ron. Thanks for being in the chat. Good to have you. Hey, Gary. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. So what were we talking about? The C1. So, yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on it and run some laps. I don't know, Jim Rose, if you've got one coming. I don't know if Marco's sending you one to test. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll get our hands on one. I know John Mark's got a coming. So we'll get one here on the channel at some point. I need to build a 3A3D vet for a Ninko and MR three-way shootout. That would be good. Yeah, that is true. That is definitely a car that will run against that MR slot car for sure. And they released a white kit too, right? So I think that's what Dusty ordered, is a white kit. So you would be able to make it your own. Greg says, what did you pay for your 6-drawer Craftsman? Oh, gosh. I bought that probably 30 years ago. I bought that in 1994, the year I got married, because I had tools and didn't have a drawer to put them in. And then if you go, I traded some stuff with John Mark for a small snap-on floor cabinet roller. And I put all my tools in that, and that's become my slot car storage. I have no idea what I paid for it. I bought it so long ago. Patrick. Hey, Patrick. I probably need to send you an email. I think my trial ran out again. So thanks for tuning in, Patrick. Hopefully life is good for you, and it's probably really busy. We need to catch up. Let's see. Oh, that just jumped ahead. Yeah, Chris, John Mark's going to like your sticker because it's got the 917 golf livery on it. DJ Patrick is in the house. Yeah, digital. Yeah, we haven't done digital in a while. Hey, DJ. What's up, Patrick? How are you? What else? Okay, why does it keep jumping on me? Yeah, I know. Like being able to run ghost cars, and I think it's great. I'm no complaints from me. Hey, Bill. Hey, Paul. What's up? Uh-oh. I think I called no drama, Paul. Dang it. I've done that before. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. Got part of the yard mode before I got drowned. Ooh, did you get hit with rain? Dang it. That means I'm probably going to get wet when I get into later tonight. Paul says his might be there on Thursday. That's cool. What else? That's why I like it, Dave. Variations of his cars and the oldies. I saw him driving the old Ninko Mercedes last week. Scaly cars can really be great. Life isn't all about NSRs and slot. I go through spurts where I'll like right now I am in an NSR kick. Actually, I'm not. I'm out of it. I'm on a Three Amigos 3D printed kick at the moment. That's the only car I've run in the last couple weeks. Say, hey, Mad P. What are the C1s? Gary, the C1s are the C1 Corvettes that MRSLOTCAR is releasing. And they've been waiting on those for a long time, and they announced them last year. Maybe it was actually the year before. And we saw prototypes early towards October last year. And they were supposed to release in December, and now they're releasing in June. So that's not too bad. But I think a lot of people had pre-ordered them. And so I think all the companies were getting beat up about delivery and when that was going to happen. Let's see. The white kit C1 cars were harder to get in Melbourne. Still waiting for the kit, but have the standard painters likely wanting a full field. Yeah, John, no doubt. I pre-ordered the C1. It shipped out, so should have it in a few days. Excellent, Jeff. Bill ordered a C1 from Slot Car Corner, so yours probably went out yesterday. The C1s are the pre-Stingray Corvettes. Yep. Hey, Steve Holzman. What's up, buddy? Good conversation with you earlier today. Weren't they on order before? Yeah, they were on order. They just hadn't been shipped. The C1 is the long-awaited MRSLOTCAR brand. There you go. John explained. Thanks, John. I would rather watch asphalt racing or the Trans Am, not into the European races. Le Mans needed Doug and Ian commentary. So, funny thing, I think that Doug did some commentary on the Le Mans network. He had sent me an email and mentioned that he had an opportunity to be a part of that. And so I think that was like a live stream that was going on online. And so I think he did get to do some, I haven't heard back from him. I ought to send him a message about it. But I think he thought that he might have a chance to do some commentary for that. Those 63 split windows were just iconic. My favorite, I think. Yeah, they, for a while, John Mark had a 63 split window in his garage that we were doing some work on. And the people who were having it restored ended up selling it. I'd rather watch asphalt rain. Le Mans didn't have much drama. The top 9 finishers were all on the lead lap. Yeah. There were a few people complaining that the rocker panel on the C1 was too thick. Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be people that aren't happy with stuff. It's just cool that we're getting a new C1. And we're not just getting one, we're getting 2. We're getting the MRSLOTCAR C1 and we're getting the Three Amigos 3D printed C1. Urethane tires for the C1 are coming. Nice, Bob. Well done, man. As soon as you get your C1, we need to do a paint intervention. You need to do a paint intervention with Marty and Dusty. Both of us, neither of us can paint worth a crap. Sorry, Dusty. Didn't mean to call you out, but we both know that it's true. Call me before you paint. I've been experimenting with good results. Okay, I will. I'll give you a call. I was just going to pick up some Tamiya paint and just use that because I don't have an airbrush. But we'll see. Marty, you might have seen the racing at Bonza Raceway recently. All Revo slot with standard tires, which are great on wood. Yeah, John. I usually pay attention. You guys are having some fun at Bonza. It looks like a good time. Looks like you got a good group of guys there too that have a lot of fun. It's always encouraging watching you guys race. I like watching racing highlights. My attention span isn't long enough to sit through the whole race. Yeah, Chief. When it's on, I that's what I do like about the coverage on Peacock. They do a nice job of replaying the race, but then they also have a great highlight condensed video to watch for most of the racing, which is great. Stop or minimize your silicones, drive more rubber. Good, you're running one rubber lane now. Jan, yeah, I've got some tires coming. I want to test the NSR 0 graining. I want to test the new Scale Auto rubber tires made for Carrera track. And the other tire is the G25, the slotted. So I've got an order I need to finish and get those on the way. And I plan to do some testing here on the Carrera track because one of the things that we've had a lot of conversations about, I had a great conversation with John Albright last week after talking about the rubber tires. And when I talked to him about like dedicating one or even like the outside 2 lanes even, so we can do racing for both. The one thing is we race at Cincy slots each season for the last 2 seasons, and that is silicones. And Bruce isn't going to change. He's not going to move to rubber tires. Silicones are the way they go, mainly because they feel like that's the easiest entry for most people, I think, because you can just slip on a set of silicones and they're pretty close. They're pretty good. Most of the guys aren't spending, probably the top guys are, the guys that are winning most weeks are spending 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours preparing a set of silicones like they do for the 24-hour race, maybe. I don't know. But most of us are just slipping them on, not even gluing them, and having good results. So we'll have to maintain some lanes for that practice. But we do want to know what we do want to learn about rubber tires and get better at it. So I figured the best way to do that is to dedicate at least one of the lanes for that. Yep. Congratulations, Jamie. I didn't know what teams were what either. Mark says, I prefer the 3A 3D vet. Just saying, the looks. Yeah, this guy's nailed it. Dave did an awesome job on that body, and George is printing them out. They look really, really good. Hey, Jamal, good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, bro. Jan, you drive on Carrera track, no problems. Yeah. So some of the races that we've looked at, they do not allow tire treatment. And so we just really need to find the best rubber tires for Carrera without treating them. That's kind of what some of the testing I'm doing. Slotted chassis flattening madness over here. Yeah, Steve, we were talking about that earlier. Hopefully you figured it out, man. All right, everyone. Good stuff. Got to go. Hey, Chief, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night. Yeah, Dusty, you were the white kit. That's what I thought. Greg, welcome. Good to have you, man. Thanks for tuning in. You must have gotten your kids to bed. They look nice through the box. Haven't opened it yet. We'll do a video tonight, open and run from the box with Fox. Awesome. Awesome. I need to check. I don't get notifications when you guys do videos. I need to make sure I'm subscribed. I'll go out there after and make sure. I thought I was, but maybe Mr. Painter 1. I have a big Craftsman box, but there are plenty of used ones out there cheap. There you go. Lowe's sells Craftsman tool chests like this now. I've got a big shout out to Area 51 Raceway for a Camaro body kit to experiment for the Mid-South slot cars. I just ordered the rest of the stuff from Slot Car Corner. Can't wait to try. Sean, I can't wait till you till we see it. That'll be good. Brand, it was a fun day for sure. I'm sure you'll whip me next time. Yeah, Jan, it's a great system. That's why I've got it. Once you get married, it's time to sell the Harley and buy a Craftsman toolbox. I didn't sell a Harley. I did sell a Honda. So yeah, I lost my motorcycle to the wedding. There you go. Just don't call me late for dinner. I just started restoring my dad's 1939 Snap-on, rough, but could look good when done. Nice. That's cool. Back in the day, you needed a Craftsman box to keep your butt running. Let's see. Yeah, we love all those cars, but there's a lot of brands. We love Revo slots here. Thunderslot. Thunderslot is probably my favorite brand of slot cars. I love driving those cars. They tune pretty easy. They're all really fast. They look good. They do a nice job with the finish. I'm always super happy with them. I don't have enough of them. I mean, my collection of NSRs have grown. My collection of Revo slots have grown. And I only have 3 or 4 Thunder slots, and I think I need a few more of those. Gary, Marty, I remember ordering one from Slot Car Corner. I will give Steve a call tomorrow because I want one. There you go. Get them before they're gone. Yep, time does go by faster, as you know. Dougie was on the radio doing Le Mans. Yes. Thanks, Fox and Wolves. I knew it was a radio, not live stream. That was awesome. I would love to have heard some of that. Greg, I have no interest in hypercars or LMP, only sports car classes. I guess we are going to see a lot of pictures of the C1 on Facebook in the coming weeks. Mr. Painter 1, you're probably right. And I'm at the point where when I get one, I get my hands on one, I don't know that I'll do a video because there's going to be lots and lots of videos about them, lots and lots of pictures. But maybe I should do a video just so that I do my videos a certain way, right? And so I think maybe guys will want that consistency again. So maybe I should. I don't know. What's your thought? Should I do a video if I get one? So George shared some pictures with me, and let me show you what he did. Let's see. And I'm just going to share the screen. So you guys are going to get to see all kinds of crap on my desktop, but Ecamm Live, where we at? There we go. So let's go to browser, maybe. Okay. The first thing I have up is this is for the Gilmore Car Museum. That's the digital race poster. That's a good looking poster. I like it. Now let's see if I can get the pictures up. Show. entire screen. There you go. Oh, browser. What just happened? Oh, dang. I killed the overlay on accident. Hold on. New screen share overlay. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So George sent me some pictures, and this is the car that he's been working on. And how good does that look? And that, let me bring up some more of the pictures. There we go. And that is in the Impala SS. Now, I did have somebody comment on one of my videos this weekend about if they were going to make a Monte Carlo. Well, they made the Impala, which is close, right? Just a newer car. But man, he did an awesome job. And then he sent this picture, and there is a liveried truck. How great does that look? Let's see. Are you guys getting this? Yeah, you're getting this. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It looks awesome. So George, well done. George is killing it with these liveries. Shotgun Dave as well. He's finished some, and they look really, really good. So I've asked George and Dave to come on the live stream. Maybe we haven't talked, but maybe we can do that next week. I'm looking at my schedule. I got some craziness coming up on my schedule. I got to make sure that it's Tuesdays. Not going to be a problem. So I'll reach out to those guys, but I would love to have them back in and talk about all the new models that they've got. And I know that some of that stuff has been shipped to Slot Car Corner. I haven't been on there for a couple of days to see if there's anything that's left, but you guys keep buying as soon as they post, which is awesome. So well done, George. Those look fantastic. And Dusty says, I'm in the same boat with painting. Greg, your paint was much better than ours, man. You did a great job. The clear coat hit our paint and kind of messed it up. Let's see here. Greg says the concourse winner from the Eastern Nationals can't paint. That car does not have clear coat on it because I didn't want to ruin it. It has floor polish on it so that it wouldn't destroy the paint, but protect the decals. And actually, there weren't a lot of decals. Most of that was hand painted. But fair statement, Greg. Get an airbrush and acrylic enamels. Your lungs will thank you. Yeah, I really need to take a look at that. It's something I need to invest in, for sure. Jan says the zeros are great on Carrera. Yeah, I'm with some of the testing I've heard that it's really good on plastic track. What is the ideal type of paint for slot car bodies? Lacquer or enamel? Yes, I'm a lazy rattle can guy right now. I mean, I think that I can get testers in rattle can, and I think over the years I've used that before, and that's done really well, done pretty good. But a lot of the guys really like the Tamiya rattle can paint. There you go. George says go Tamiya for rattle can painting. If you're using rattle cans, use lacquer. There you go. Jerry, acrylic enamels are the way to go. Looking to airbrush in the future. Yeah, Jerry, me too. My first Harley ran like a bowling ball. Chris says, I rattle can with Tamiya acrylic paint. Nothing wrong with a rattle can, whatever you are comfortable with. I just what I find with the rattle can stuff that I get that Krylon Fusion, and it sort of has clear coat built into it. So as it levels out, I feel like it gets a really hard finish, and it looks glossy like it's got clear coat. And then you put the decals on that, and then when you spray it with clear coat, the clear coat, it interacts and creates heat and causes the paint to just bubble. And I used to run into that when I was doing longboards too. When I'd use spray paint on longboards, I would find like there'd be times when it would pull the paint. It would drive me insane. But now I've learned enough that I kind of know what not to do, but I really need to get better at it. I'm in the same boat with silicones, but I feel like they grip and then let go too much. I'm hoping rubber will be more easy in the corners. That will be your first test with urethanes. Yeah. I tried slotted silicone on my wood track. Wow. We use silicones on Butch's wood track, and they perform really well. Jerry just bought an Iwata. Nice. That's a good airbrush. For entry, I can understand. Good point. For real training, you got a great circuit to test and train. Yeah, I think so. I love my layout. Sean, you can use rubber on the cars. Yep. BRM NASCAR fit well. That's probably what we should look at for those cars. Let's see here. B-Rads. I would love to have both and put the 3A 3D C1 race version. Grabs me. Yeah, B-Rads. It looks really good. They did an awesome job. Brian, hello everyone. Finally home during one of the live streams. Hey Brian, glad you're here, man. You caught a little bit of it before we wrap things up. I said I wasn't going to go too late, but now it's 12 after 9. We might as well go to 9:30 like normal. Yeah, I really do like the C1 Racing Edition too. Steve, did somebody just use the M word? Easy. Hey, Marty. Hey, if you can pray for my family. My daughter just went back to the ER second time, stomach infection. Oh, man. Ernest. You got it. Ernest, what's her name? Did you chip Revo slots or your Thunder slots? Do you run them analog, Marty? Anthony, originally we chipped them, but we run mostly analog, those brands, and really just stay with the Carrera for chipping. So, yeah, we haven't chipped an analog car in a while. Let's see here. But we run them analog now, Anthony. But thanks for the question, man. Yeah, I agree with Mark. Thanks. Now I got people sending me. Let's see, who's that? This is. Oh, this is Jim Roos. That was weird, Jim. I wonder why I did that. Coming soon, Friday night special at Motown. Oh, man. Check that out. So let me put this up on the screen. Jim, thanks for sending that, man. This is awesome. So, officially, this will be the first. There we go. Jim Rose just sent this. This is coming soon. The dates are going to be doing the Trans Am Legends on October 10th. The 3A 3D Trans Am cars at Motown on the wood track. That's going to be fantastic. I hope for George and Shotgun Dave and Harry's sake that gets live streamed. That would be great. Jim, thanks for sharing, man. That is really, really cool. That is really cool. So that is like, that's going to be the first class of those raced in the United States, in the world. Man, the 3A, 3D guys are making it happen. That's really cool. I will not take the magnet out of my Jaeger Volkswagen bus. B-Rads. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You're talking about it becomes a nightmare. Let's see. So that's really fantastic. Jim, thanks for sending that to me. Glad I could share that. Super late model. George, that's sweet. Yeah, it is. That car runs too. It does run. I'm telling you, the Mustang that I've got tuned for this track just keeps getting better and better. Those tracks do look fun. I like the stance on the late model. Yeah, the late model, it does sit nice, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, I love the truck. Yeah, man, mind. Sorry, guys. A square body. I know Danny will order one. Yeah, Danny will. I actually like the truck, and I'm not a truck guy. Daryl Rogers, listening while I clean house. Family coming in a day. C1, isn't that the white car? Daryl, hey buddy, hope you're doing well, man. We need to have a race day, test and tune. Bring a bunch of cars over. Yeah, I thought so too. Patrick, they look good. Yep, George is killing it. The truck looks fantastic. Square body. I think you got a hit on your hands, guys. Bill likes the truck. Thank Dave. That was his build. Oh, is that Dave's build? The truck? That's his livery? Well done, Dave. Looks good. Anthony, nope, didn't chip him. Hopefully you got that. It took me a while to get to your question. Yeah, the silicones pick up debris, like what John said. There we go. And so that's why they lose grip. You just got to keep a clean track and clean tires, and then they do well. Even cheap airbrush is better than a rattle can. Acrylic enamels have great gloss retention. Thanks. Yeah, I guess I can just go pick up like the best Harbor Freight airbrush that they have. They have those Black Widows. Anybody have any knowledge or experience with those? Would that be okay? Let's see what else. Daryl Rogers, C1 white kit and a C1 white decorated number 3 Le Mans have been released in Australia a week or two. Yeah, Daryl, he loves him. He loves him a white car. If you don't want to clear coat over decals when dry, take a ceramic spray, let it dry, and polish. I use hybrid solutions. Greg, I never thought about that. I mean, I was just using like a floor polish, which probably has some carnauba wax in it, I guess. So I guess you could use any of that, right? That's actually a good idea. Yeah, I could use like this spray wax that I have here. I could use like that spray wax and it should polish up pretty good. I use it on cars to clean and shine them up, so I don't see why that wouldn't. Fusion is acrylic enamel. Tuning my TA Camaro tonight. Finally getting 2 force. Woo, Bill, got it moving. That's cool. Oh, did Shane release a video of the C1s? I'm behind, and I haven't watched much YouTube the last few days, so I'll go look for Shane's video. That's cool. Gosh, what else did I want to talk about tonight? We talked about the C1 a lot, obviously. We talked about the commentary on the race. I will do my best. If you guys tune in, that's awesome. But it's a Saturday. I get it. But Oliver is excited from Professor Motor about the event, and the Auto Museum is super excited about having the event there. And so we're just trying to promote both of those things. And if you've ever met Oliver from Professor Motor, like super guy, man, one of my favorite interviews that I've done. He's just a really, really good guy, and just cares so much for the hobby and about helping people out. And he's just good people. And so that's why I'm headed up there, is I want to help him out. So look for that. It'll be on my channel. Should be a lot of fun. Let me make sure I've not missed anything. It's interesting how many of us got back into the hobby in the last 5 years, and all of different directions we've taken. Yeah, Greg, like that's the beauty of it. There's just so many different rabbit trails you can go on in this hobby. You can go digital, you can go analog, you can go magnets, no magnets, you can go urethanes, you can go rubber, you can go silicone, you can go wood track, plastic track, you can go you can go serious racing, you can go just having fun in the basement, you can go scratch building, you can go 3D printed, you can buy one off the shelf. Like, there are just so many options, and that's the beauty of this hobby. It's what I love about it. But all the same hobby. Yep. We always get stuff accomplished. Thanks, Steve. I always appreciate your encouragement, buddy. Let's see. I feel like I'm ordered 3 pairs of folding legs for my slot car track. It'll be 3 4x8 in an I formation, figure 8 track. Hope it works. Patrick, I hope you enjoy it. You have to post a video or something after you get it up. George says trucks are coming. Fantastic. We'll have an announcement on a live stream Sunday on Area 51 channel announcing a new class for the Home Racing World Proxy. Is that for this year or for the winter? That's cool. Yep. John, praying for Easy's daughter. Thanks, Ernest. Hopefully she gets better, man. I'm sticking with my Carrera Digital 132. I've had analog. I would be in the poorhouse. If I had analog, I'd be in the poorhouse. I get it, Mike. Yep. Dusty track, stick to rubber. It is forgiving. Yeah, no problem, Anthony. Hope you're doing well too, buddy. I try to catch your stuff when you release it. We don't run Revos. I only have the Datsun 510, and honestly, it's not impressive. Sean, I should send you one of my Revo slots. I'm not sure it's fair to you at the 510 to be your only experience with Revo slots. Although our Revos, our 510s and that whole class, that group 2 is very competitive, and it's a lot of fun. But my Toyota is good. My Shell Marcos is good. Not great. It's not they're not the fastest at our local track, but they're good. So maybe I should send you one so you can try it. See what you think. Does anyone else have a Chevrolet Corvette Stingray from Carrera? I have one. I've seen them, but I don't own one, Gary. But they look good. Anthony, I love Harbor Freight. Anthony, we got a Harbor Freight in Chillicothe maybe 5 years ago, and I'd hate to know how much money I've spent there. Get an airbrush that isn't a nightmare to clean. Good to know. Bob says, I picked up a Black Widow airbrush, but haven't used it yet. I'm just starting down the painting rabbit hole. Yeah, Bob, after you try it, let me know what you think. Mother's is good stuff. Yeah, I like Mother's products. They do a nice job. Yeah, the Revo Group 2s are fun when running with other Revos. I love my 510s, but my Fords are my fastest. They did get quick, Chris. That's true. Oh gosh, Sean, you have a wood track. I mean, you really could use any rubber tire and true them up a little bit, and you should be good. Especially after you get some rubber laid down, they'll just get better and better. There's a hobby paint airbrush guy on YouTube, Barbados Rex. I've watched a lot of his videos, Mark. He did a review of the Black Widow, I believe. I'll have to check that out. I've watched a lot of his painting, just using cheap acrylic, like hobby paints, and using them in airbrushes and having like really good success. He has a mixture of things that he's done, but he's got a really good channel. The new yellow Lola T80. I don't have one. Chris, I pre-ordered the red Lola T280. Yeah, George, he does have a great channel. The Barbados Rex. Thunderslot Mustangs. I like the new Thunderslot Mustangs. That golf livery looks really, really good. I use a 30-year-old Pashi airbrush. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate you tuning in. And Bobcat, I just subscribed to your channel. Yeah, rubber doesn't grip well on a silicone track either. You'll end up with grip issues for both. Yeah, you would have to build up some rubber, I think, before you'd have any time. Labor Day 2025. Oh, cool, George. Thanks. I'm looking forward to the announcement. If it's really dirty, so maybe that will be your saving grace. There you go. The Datsun is not a great example. Same with Slot It. Jan, that's a good point. I don't think it's fair. They have amazing liveries. You wouldn't be doing anything I haven't already done, Sean, to my Revo slots. The Toyotas had the wing tore off of it. Dusty hit it one day and knocked the wing off, and then my buddy Danny from church, he went racing with us at Cincy Slots one night and tore the whole back off of it, and I repaired it, and then I hit something here and tore it off again. So yeah, you wouldn't be doing anything that hasn't already been done to that car. Harbor Freight is the best toy store for me. Yep. I love my Revo Opal. Needs a few laps to warm the tires. Have yet to run the Alfa Romero. Now my Alfa is really good. I like running it B-Rads. It's good stuff. Nothing beats the quality for the price. Race Revos with Revos. Agreed. Yep. It's a great brand of slot car, and they are nailing it right now. When they're releasing 3 and 4 and 6 cars of a like that could race together every time with different liveries. So you don't show up at the track and everybody has the same livery. It's awesome. I think he has every 510, maybe. Just finished the lowrider. What a fun hobby. 125th scale. Nice, Gladstone. That's sweet. 64 lowrider. Hence the name John Revo Albright. I have the drag race version of the Corvette Stingray Carrera. Nice. Marty, you should do a show explaining the car classes. Some of us are clueless. Mike, actually, I did. I have a video out there. It was probably 2 years ago, and it was really for my buddy John Mark, who's in the chat. It was really for him because he struggled knowing what is Group 2, what's Group C, what's what everything was. So I do have that video out there, Mike. John Albright, 100%. Revo Group 2s are some of the slower classes we race, but also one of the most fun. Speed doesn't always mean fun. Jim, that you make a great point. I've released some videos of us racing 4 wide on my last layout with the Revo Group 2 class. It was so competitive. It was so much fun that it was fantastic. Oh, I made somebody mad. I got a thumbs down. Let's see. All right, guys, I think I'm close. I have about 10 of the Carrera Corvettes. All look good and run better with upgraded tires and a little tuning. Yeah, Marty. Yeah, I think some of that old Carrera stuff is really good. Mr. Painter says, I personally use Vallejo paints. Cool. Could not agree more. Good tight racing. It's not always about the speed as much as about the drive. Yeah, Steve, we agree. The Revos are awesome. The wider Revo slot GT cars are the ones to start with. Width gives better stability and less clearance issues. I really like my Toyota GT1. It's a good car. We use urethane and rubber tires only. We run rubber tires first, then the urethane cars. Rubber tires don't like urethane dust. The Porsches and the Celica, McLarens from Revo are really good. If you like old school racing, it's the best. Yeah, Jan, I really like our Revo slots. I have a yellow C7 scale auto and a C8 number 3. Yeah, Mike, if you just go back through my videos, I have one where I explain all the classes. If I had your email, I could send you a link. Good night, Jerry. Well, it's 9:33. It's time to wrap things up. Guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been a fun night just chatting. Hopefully we'll get Dave and George on here soon. I'll talk to them about either next couple weeks. So I'll make an announcement. Thanks. We run some stock Carrera classes, so the speed isn't always the thing. We run 124, 18K NASCARs. I don't care about speed either. Yep. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So we'll wrap things up tonight, guys. Again, I didn't run any laps, but that's okay. If I did get stickers, there's Greg's sticker that he sent me. I did get some stickers. Here's the 2-line sticker. So if you want a 2-line sticker, send me a message somehow, email. It's in the description of the channel, my email address. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. And send me your address and I'll send you an envelope with a couple stickers. So just let me know. Thanks for another great week of bench racing. Hey, thanks for being here, man. It means a lot. You guys know I enjoy this. We'll keep it going. And then just a quick prayer for Ernest's his daughter, who's in the ER. So don't forget about some good thoughts that way. So guys, thanks. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. And watch for the link for the endurance race on Saturday. I'll do my best to give you some good coverage and some good footage. And we'll try to have some fun with it. I will not be Doug and Ian. I'm just going to put it out there. Will not be able to live up to those and fill those shoes, but we'll do our best and try to get you good coverage. And hope you enjoy it. And thanks for tuning in tonight. My wife hates me on Tuesday nights. My wife hates me on Tuesday nights too. So guys, go have some fun racing.